Hyundai has just revealed its next generation Santa Fe. Let's get into it. Here we go. We have the official release from Korea on the new Santa Fe, and check out, well, I haven't even looked at other than the leaked images, I haven't looked at what we have on store here. So let's get in. Holy, okay. So the front end, we kind of knew because of spy shots, and we knew that we're going to have an LED headlight situation. We have a light bar across the front, which is kind of a theme with Hyundais right now. We have these look like 2021s. We'll get into all the details here in a little bit. Kind of got this diamond pattern here on the bottom as well. I like the looks of the front end. I think it's very aggressive. We got these kind of stop sign octagonal fender flares and a little inlet here. I doubt that's functional, but it looks pretty cool anyways. All right, from the back though, guys, look how big, not only how big this hatch is, these lights are so low. What a like this is just a shocking thing. Every single other manufacturer has taillights somewhere around here, right below their typical badge. But look how big Santa Fe is on the back. Well, we have the 2.5 liter turbo engine, single exhaust tip. Hyundai typically does solid exhaust tips. We also have this bronze color. That I'm a big fan of bronze. This is like a copper or penny color. I love the copper crest on the new Lexus. This isn't quite to the beautiful rose sophistication of that Lexus color, but I would be happy to have a Hyundai in this color. It'd be pretty cool as well. All right, so what do you think of this boxy nature here on the Santa Fe? You couldn't have a more like drastic design. I guess you can maybe look at like another boxy vehicle recently, which is body and frame, going from the current Land Cruiser Prado and Lexus GX to the next gen coming out early next year. This is a similar sort of radical design. Doesn't look as good as the GX, but the GX is going to cost more as well. And this thing is big. I feel like what we're looking at here is almost like Palisade Telluride sort of size, and we'll see if they offer 3 rows of seats like the Kia Sorento, its stablemate. They're really touting its off-road capability here. This looks like Joshua Tree National Park in California. Hyundai has their headquarters here in North America in California. This thing looks badass from the front. We got kind of like this Land Rover Defender sort of styling going on behind the C-pillar. It's cool, and they're fully embracing it. There's another image. Here it is in white. I don't know what the difference in trim levels would be, but you see a difference in the cladding. So this is all black here at the bottom, and then we see on this white model not only different wheels, but this little paint match stripe here at the bottom as well. So just slightly different styling, different trim levels. We have a big panel roof. Check out that, guys. Not only a front sunroof, you have a big old panel roof in the back as well. And you can get a better idea of the Defender-like styling back here on the C and D pillar. Let's keep moving. It's definitely, the new, it's not new anymore. It's 2 years old at this point. The Tucson has a very unique front end. This has a very unique front end, but I think it looks better than the Cascade waterfall that you see on the Santa Cruz and Tucson. So I'm very impressed with the design of this thing. From this angle, I don't know. It looks like a lot of different vehicles. I think Defender, I'm thinking Lincoln Aviator as well. Obviously a little bit more boxy compared to Aviator, but man, it looks solid from this angle, absolutely. I don't know what to think about the rear taillights yet. I have to see it in person, but how low to the ground they are compared to what we see with normal taillights. But let's keep going. They really want to buy into this upscale glamping. Are these sweet? Oh, it's bread. I was going to say it's sweet potatoes. What is this? Is that a biscuit? Is that coffee and biscuits? But maybe they have some ladder options out of the factory, or probably as a dealer add-on. That's pretty cool. And you can see just how big this lift gate is going all the way down here. You have a full, almost flat floor. It looks like a slight raise here. With these little tabs, looks like you have underfloor storage as well. And they have a little pillow set up so you can, sit on the folded down seats and kind of have this little lap table if you want. Now for vents, it's kind of hard to see the back seat, but we do have vents here on the B pillar, which is great to see. We see that in a lot of electrified Hyundai products as well as Kia products. But we have a dual wireless phone charger here. And as far as I'm aware, that's new for a Hyundai product. But gosh, I love this. Check this out. All right, not only do we have one USB-C here, but you have an additional one on the other side. Now, you have different levels of wireless charging, or these indicators let you know how charged your phone is. It's hard to say, but I look forward to learning more about this wireless charging because I don't think anyone's done it like that before. But back to these USB-Cs, you can lock down this one with the press of this button to have enhanced charging speed, or you can use it as a data port, which will reduce the charging speed more than likely. So, or it will just lock you out from connecting as a data port, which some devices like my race box, and when I plug it into some cars, it like freaks out. It doesn't know what to do because it thinks it's a computer and it's not. So having this function to just lock it down as just a charge port is pretty cool. All right, let's get into the climate control here. You have your drive mode select right here. You have 360 camera, downhill ascent control. Looks like auto brake hold is right next to that as well. Dual climate control. I love how you have your volume knob right there as well as tuning knob. It looks like those knobs are a long ways from where your elbow will be resting though. So might not be the most ergonomic, but look at this under console storage here. And I like the little detail they even give on the handle for the glove box. And I don't know what this little piece is. Is that part of this I think that's part of the umbrella tucked underneath there. You also have this strip of ambient lighting going across, and this, I mean, looks kind of like a recycled wood material there. I kind of like it. All right, okay, next picture. All right, there's your glamping. Is that it? Do I have no other pictures of the interior? Okay, here it is. We have a digital rearview mirror up top, so that will be an option here. I love this two-tone steering wheel. Compared to like the Kia EV9, I think this is even better done. It's a little bit of a cleaner design. We have that ambient lighting going on the doors as well. I'm sure that's customizable, but they picked a yellow color here. Two dual 12-inch screens, kind of par for course in the Hyundai lineup. And check this out. This looks like it's straight from the Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6 with the little gear shift here. No longer are they buttons. Like you have that smattering of buttons on the current Santa Fe. Like this whole area here is just a ton of buttons. This is definitely a cleaner look. Is it as functional? Probably not, but it looks cleaner and I do appreciate that. Also, they're getting rid of the Hyundai logo on the steering wheel. They're continuing with the 4 dots because H, and I think it was at Braille, H in Morse code is 4 dots in a row. So Hyundai adopting that on the interior. And I like how they know that their current logo is kind of ugly, and so they're trying to remove it from their interior because it's just not cohesive with their designs nowadays. But anyways, we have a vertical LED strip here, and that kind of adds to the verticality and boxiness of this vehicle as well. I like the soft touch materials in the dash. I don't know if this is stitching. I would assume that's a sort of stitching going on. And there's a little button here. So I would assume that this is possibly this whole piece lifts up for additional cargo space right there. That would be amazing. And even the armrest, as I zoom in here, it looks like it's taken out of the Ioniq 5, kind of how it floats off the door. So I'm a big fan of this interior. I thought the interior of the current Santa Fe was pretty good as well, but this is on another level. Hyundai didn't mention anything about powertrains, but we can look at the current generation and extrapolate from there. So we're looking at the base engine, more than likely, again, the 2.5 liter, around 190 horsepower, made it an 8-speed auto. Then you're going to have the 2.5 turbo with 277 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. This engine, watch my Santa Fe calligraphy review. This thing is quite potent, to say the least. It's quick and it's torquey. It's fun to drive. Also, check out my recent review on the plug-in hybrid Santa Fe. Now, the problem with the plug-in hybrid Santa Fe has no EV tax credit on it since it's imported into America from Korea. So that's kind of a bummer, but this should carry over as well with around 261 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque, and 30, gosh, what did I get? I forgot exactly what I got on the Santa Fe plug-in hybrid turbos and range. I think it was in the mid to upper 30s. So you'll have at least 30 miles of range here, even though it's bigger. The battery pack is probably the same size, unless they decide to increase the battery pack size. And then we're cooking with fire, because then we're going to see over 40 miles of EV range, and that could really juice up the desirability of the plug-in Santa Fe, probably increase the cost, but we'll see. I mean, with no EV tax credit and its benefit, they can't price it too high. But without the EV tax credit, the standard hybrid is a great buy. It's really efficient, 36 miles per gallon, over 220 horsepower. It's fantastic. And this is the engine I personally would be getting in the Santa Fe because a plug-in hybrid is just too expensive. And I love the efficiency and torque this brings. And it's a similar experience, I would say, that I get in the turbo, but not quite as potent, but I'm seeing a lot better fuel economy in it. So I love the hybrid setup on the Santa Fe as well as other Hyundai and Kia products with this 1.6 liter turbo 4-cylinder hybrid. It's fantastic. And more than likely, that's what we'll see continue on with the new Santa Fe. All new Santa Fe to make world premiere in August via Hyundai's YouTube channel. All right, so what that means is that we'll have additional information on availability. We'll have additional information on powertrains, maybe options and features as well. As of right now, and what Hyundai's done in the past with recent releases, it really seems like they just talk about the designer's take and their inspiration, as well as like what this car is designed for. So I'm more of a concrete specification sort of person, as well as packaging and pricing. But upper trims will see Napa leather. That's good to see. We see a lot of recycled materials, as Hyundai and all these other car companies want to be a little bit more eco-friendly. All right, here we go. The fully foldable second and third row seats provide class-leading interior space. So don't be surprised if for the American market, they include a third row of seats. I think this vehicle at this point in time is a direct competitor to something like the Highlander, and it should be similar to the Kia Sorento with having that third row of seats. With a vehicle this size, it would just be great to include it for our market. I wouldn't be surprised for other markets, like in Korea, if they have 2 and 3 row configurations. But for North America, just throw that third row of seats in there as well. And so you have something to slot above the Tucson with an extra row of seats and something to slot below the Hyundai Palisade, with that being obviously a little bit bigger than this yet. Okay, they do confirm 21-inch wheels here. It does have a longer wheelbase, roomier interior, and terrace-like tailgate space. Hyundai surely knows how to make a splash with the design of their vehicles. From the front and the side, it is absolutely stunning, eye-catching. From the back, eye-catching as well. I don't know if I would say it's stunning, but Hyundai's apparently done that to get people's attention and to make this really long tailgate to make it maybe a lower load floor so it's easier to get in and out of, so you can make it, you can live in your car, right? People can't afford houses anymore, so you can buy a Santa Fe. It's your mobile home and you can sleep in the back of it. Maybe that's what they're trying to go for. But I'm getting it there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Smash the like button if you're excited for the new Santa Fe, the 5th gen, and have a great day. Peace out.